Hello everyone and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of Thief Deadly Shadows. We have to steal a dagger. At least I believe that's what it is we're here to steal. And I think this is the place we go to do it. Cothran's Armory. And look at that, how convenient, the door's already open. Although, now I feel like it might be a trap. Nope, you didn't. Nobody heard
Just
nothing. Nope, you saw nothing. Why is it so bright in here? That must be Kothron there.
Why am I so paranoid?
Smart to be paranoid.
What's the point? I've heard worse sounds than that anyway.
Okay, so I angered them both within the first couple of seconds. See if we can get this open without him trying to investigate.
Huh?
Nope. Scoot, scoot.
Hey, who's been fiddling with the door?
Nobody? I don't know what you're talking about. Keep scooting until it's dark. There we go. So, once again, not trying to
Hope
go
it's a
for...
rat. Then I'll have enough to make one of them wintry hats. Nah, I really gotta learn to relax, not jump at the littlest things.
I really want whatever those are there, so I can take them, I think, from here. Go around the back? You do. Yeah, we're gonna follow him. Whoa! Okay, so it looks like this gentleman already broke in, so I'm wondering if... I mean, I can take my cut. That's probably locked, so I think... Whoa, okay, not the dagger, the other thing. There it is. Where's he going now? Great. This is inconvenient. You leaving? No, he's not leaving. Okay, just went into the other room. Back this way, because he's being annoying. So I think since this guy is a thief, or maybe he's a guard. Ooh, maybe he's a guard. But why would a... No. See, I don't think he's a guard, though. Did I just steal the loot from inside the... You know what? If it makes it easier... I think I just stole the loot that's inside the box, rather than opening the box. But the downside is there might be more loot inside the box, and I really want to check that. So let's see if we can figure out a way to get this guy unconscious, because I think he's a thief, not a guard.
Wait, where's my stuff?
Okay, so maybe he's the owner? Normally I don't knock people out, but one, he's annoying. Two, he's rude. You know, I can't leave him like that. That looks painful even to me. You know, dislocated shoulder's probably better than the back problems he was going to have. So, I'll leave it. Alright. So yeah, I'm not certain if this guy is a thief or what's going on. I'm fairly certain he might actually be the armorer. And, you know, honestly, if the armorer himself doesn't have a... Yeah, I robbed this crate without ever opening it. Smooth, weird. Anyway, if an armorer doesn't have very good protection for his skull, well, then that's just being a bad armorer. And I taught him a very valuable lesson about perfecting his trade by wearing skull armor at home, at night, in the dark. I have no idea. Oop. You're gonna want to get down there, buddy. I know my crouch button's around here somewhere. Did I lose my... Oh, there it is. Aha! Oh, found a person walking. For a second there, I lost my ability to crouch. Alright. I don't really want... I honestly may not have the option to not knock this guy out. He may hear me simply because I'm trying to pick that lock. Ooh, I wonder if... I mean, it's happened before. Nope, 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 nope. Shh, Carrot. He will hear that. He will absolutely hear that. So, a couple of options.
All right, very fun. What happened to the lights?
Whoa!
Someone must have flipped the switch by mistake.
Key? You know what? Honestly, I don't care.
Ouch! Where'd that come from? Trespassing in this establishment. What am I paying the watch for?
Are you paying the watch for anything? Whoops. Apparently he turned just enough to where I smacked him in the side of the head instead of in the actual dome. And now I have a... Well, he might go try to find the city watch, but Again, it's not a mission, it's just out in public, so we have a couple of options.
Don't worry, help will arrive soon.
No, there's not gonna be any help. So the guy downstairs is apparently calling for help. The guy upstairs is panicking. This thievery has gone south very quickly. So let's go ahead and just get what we came here for, which is, I have no idea. There's something in here worth money. Has this the way it's been?
They won't find me here.
Has this always been? Well, no, not exactly straight across. It just feels like after the glitch with the straight across thing. There it is. The golden dagger. Alright. So the golden dagger is what we were supposed to steal. Okay, he's done being frightened. He technically didn't see us. I know, again, I'm not going for a perfect run. Mistakes happen. I think this is just the way a dynamic open world environment works, and it's just the way a thief goes. Makes me feel kind of silly that I was able to get this guy unconscious, but the nice gentleman upstairs who was completely unarmed, I'm somehow unable to actively knock out. But they've calmed down. We didn't go get the city watch. We're not going to have
Was that a noise?
No, it wasn't. Well, yeah, but you didn't hear it. You're too far away.
Well, it wasn't anything.
See, that was even louder, and he doesn't even care about that. Alright, yeah, so he's now kind of frightened because of all that noise. I don't know if I got the key off the guy upstairs. Honestly, I think you need the key to get the vault door open. I just think that the game went weird and had the vault, like, had all the doors open anyway. So, bully for us, we get a little bit of a bonus, but at the same time...
Being in town's giving me an idea. Maybe keep my place open half an hour later than the competition. See what that gets me.
Not robbed as often since you're still there. Oh, hello. I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take whatever that shiny thing is, and I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna get out. Alright. I mean, technically we don't have to sneak around town. Again, the people here don't run and scream and bellow into the night, but you never know. Ooh, that looks important. Stone Market Clock Tower, erected by the Order of the Hammer to glorify the name of the Master Builder. Yep, we're gonna have to get in there some point and steal everything. Speaking of which, we're gonna have to get in here at some point and steal everything, so might as well take the arrow. There you go. I hear shouting, but I don't think it's at me. Evening, mate.
Ought to get yourself decent clothes. Like mine.
Dude, rude. Alright. Now that you're done making fun of my clothing. So yeah, that one went kind of south on us, but that's okay. We got the dagger. We knocked out the... I still think he's rude. I don't know. He seems more like a thief than a guard, and honestly, I'm fairly certain he was the one who was getting into the safe. I mean, he did say it was his stuff, but what about the guy upstairs? He owned the shop. Now, the guy upstairs, see, that might be the case. The guy upstairs, I hit him, and he didn't pass out instantly. That could mean, very simply, that the guy upstairs was the actual armorer, and he had head armor on. And so when I bonked him in the head, it did no damage, while the guy downstairs was no armor at all, and just a buffoon. Oh, this is someone's shop. Well, let's go shopping, shall we? Yeah, see, look, helmets. Actually, I think the armorer had helmets too, like on the shelf. I like money. Should move a little bit more quickly. I don't know what's upstairs here. That looks like a secret door. I know it's not. It's just the way the texture is, but it's like...
They don't make these torches like they used to.
Oh, someone just came in. Probably the guy who's walking around outside. It seems there's a minor pathing bug at this point, where when you open a door that was previously unaccessible by an NPC, any nearby NPCs repath through that door, which technically could be a thing. Thank you. In the reals, except for the fact that they'd have to know the door is open and want to / be allowed to go in there. Alright. Hello, hello. Yes, free stuff. So at this point, what we're mostly doing is just paying for our gear for each mission. So rather than go, I mean, we're going to get money in the mission, but rather than just relying on that, we're also stealing everything in town. Downside is I think if we steal everything now, there won't be anything later. So we still have to be careful with our spending habits. Sounds like we finished the quest part. Thursday. I think I got it all figured out. Cut up the big stone as planned and deliver the package to Milton and Craig. When they look inside, they'll see a bunch of gems and assume they're all there, never guessing I took some. Then why not? Their plan doesn't work without a decent stone cutter, and they won't go to the City Watch because they're the crooks who stole it in the first place. Friday. Delivered the package. Seemed to go well. Milton was a little tense, but I reckon that's not unusual for a hoodlum. Guess I pulled it off. Saturday. Couldn't sleep last night. What if they look more closely at their share and then come back for me? I'll have the gems I took until I'm sure I've fooled them. No one will look in Teresa's courtyard, will they? I'll stash them at the base of that gargoyle statue around the back where they can't be easily seen. Ah. See, in my mind when we were over there at Teresa's courtyard, I kept looking at the gargoyle statue and thinking to myself, there's a reason that you climb in there, but it's a pain to get in there and out again because of the way the fencing works. And so I thought, well, it's probably just a couple of moss arrows, and I don't want moss arrows right now. I don't need them, so I'll just not climb in there. And now I'm kicking myself because now I have to go back to Teresa's courtyard to pick up some... Why is that open?
Well, now, we're here in your shop. So, that you?
I'll just see if it does it again.
Okay, well, apparently I interrupted a conversation. They're being very, very attentive. So it looks like he was about to talk to him about being... Ooh, key. Well, it's probably the key to the door I unlocked, so not that big a deal. Are they going to talk again, or did I interrupt too quickly? Yeah, so it seems like I may have interrupted him. I believe that's the guy whose gems they, or whose gems he ripped off. Now we're at a bit of an issue here, because I have to get past either them, who I'm not going to get past because they're right in front of the door,
All quiet.
Nice to see you.
or this guy, and that young lady's wearing a very large purse on her hip. So I have the option of knocking this guy out. Well, I don't want to use it, but I need to get past him, so best option's best option.
Hate searching these barrels.
Now you keep running, dude. Don't stand there. Oh, is he tethered to that spot?
Oh, there you are!
Who are you?
You're a
Leave me
jetman!
alone.
Run away.
Ain't nowhere to go, you know.
Yes there is. Yes, do I wish to leave the Stone Market, or leave the area into Stone Market Plaza? Yes, yes I do, because all of that went bad all at once, so we're gonna do that. You know, I had thought to myself on the way over here. I'd said, perhaps, maybe, just maybe, I don't want to go back to Teresa's courtyard because I don't want to go through a loading screen. We'll just go to the mission instead.
Evening there. Evening.
It seems like hauling tail from the City Watch was a good enough excuse to come back to Teresa's courtyard. So we are officially over here. We might as well collect the gems that had been stolen previously. I mean, you know, needs must and all that. So we could say officially, yes, I'm supposed to be here, but unofficially, not so much. You know, I'm considering the trouble we had with the previous area and the guards over there and how they all have super epic owl vision and bat hearing. I'm going to just go ahead and chill here, let this guy walk away, and see if maybe his back being turned to us will be enough for him not to chase us 3 blocks and try to stab us in the tail. Now the downside with coming over here is I did kind of lock myself into a bit of an issue because we do have to go back to the other location. The big problem with that is the fact that...
Evening. Evening to you.
Teresa's courtyard is this way, okay. The big problem with that is the fact that I don't believe that anybody over there reset. I think if we go back, there's a chance they might, A, still be angry, and B, still be in the area in which we left them. So they're probably all grouped up right there around the door. Okay, I'm going to put that out. It's not going to help. And that's, so far I've wasted, what, 2 water arrows? Yeah, this is problematic. 2 water arrows, I think. There you go. But it might be worth it to get the Come on. Oh, tell me it's here. Please? I just used up a water arrow. I'm standing here. You said it's behind the gargoyles. Oh, okay, there it is. $200. Okay, you know what? $200 is kind of worth a water arrow and running for our lives. I'm gonna keep going this way. I'm not even gonna bother being quiet right now. As far as I know, there's no city watch around. I don't think I can. We're gonna give a hop and see, but I don't think I can reach that. Hello. Gas arrow. The gas arrow releases a burst of gas which will knock your opponents unconscious if the gas reaches their face. So, go for the eyes, boo?
How was your day?
Alright then.
Pretty good. How was yours? Not very good, you only got 25 coin. Well, now you don't have any. But you only got 25 coin for me. Alright. So, we are going to take a chance. I mean, we have to. Well, we do have two separate objectives. We do also have, you know what, we do have that. We have to go through a loading screen either way. And we do have the South Quarter Well to enter the Pagan Tunnels. Now, I don't like the Pagan Tunnels. And when you don't like something, I genuinely think it's always a good idea to do that first so that you can enjoy the other part. You know, the thing that you actually like more readily. So in that case, let's go do the Pagan Tunnels. You know, it's sort of like eating a cupcake upside down. You eat the bottom part first, and that way you save all the chocolatey goodness for the last bite, and so you don't end up with a mouthful of really dry cupcake and no glass of milk left. You know, I honestly think they do that on purpose now that I think about it.
Catch up with you later, eh?
Oh god, please, okay. So, please, no pathing issues, not right now. I don't have time for that kind of stuff. Alright, so yeah, I guess we're just gonna go do the Pagan Tunnels again. I don't... Does it think I'm inside the... I'm not inside the building. I don't think that the, Where was I thinking? Oh yeah, I don't like the Pagan Tunnels. They're dark, they're creepy, there's stuff down there that wants to eat you. It's just, it's gross, it's hideous. It's like being in a sewer times 10.
It ain't my fault. Besides, if they wanted the job done with no violence, they gotta specify.
Wait, they gotta specify that you don't beat up old ladies? Dude. Really? Why is that something you have to specify? Hey man, by the way, you know, I know you're gonna rob this old lady, but please, whatever you do, don't break all of her bones? Oh, okay, well, I was gonna do that until you said not to. Huh, thanks. Anyway, our exit is here. Alright. So here we go again. Knocking your opponents out is more stealthy than killing them? Not recently. Or not if the guy's in armor, at least. Alright. Hey, wait. I snuck past this dude. Did I? No, I never knocked him out. It looks like they evacuated. I wonder if... You know, we're gonna go take a look. We're gonna take a look. I'm doubtful, but I want to see. We're gonna be careful, though. There might be a guy, like, hanging out in here waiting for his cut. Well, they're still unconscious. I guess the guy came in here, found all these guys unconscious, and decided just to bug out. Okay, a couple of vials / bottles. Oh, they're still in there, you know, happily asleep. You know, I always have to worry. One of the things I have to worry about with the 3D version of the Thief series is, I remember in Thief 1 and 2, if you knock someone out. See, and I call these the 3D versions, except, you know, Thief 1 and 2 did have polygons. They were three-dimensional. They were first-person stealth games. It's just this one, they changed it. They made it, they did this, is what they did, and it bugs me. It absolutely just bugs me. But the idea is that, I remember in the original Thief games, you knocked people out.
For a second, I thought.
Whoop, hi, new guy.
Yeah, nothing. Same old, same old.
Okay, looks like we have a new city watch who is posted to the area, so we're gonna hang here for a moment. But yeah, you knock someone out and you toss them into the water, like you throw them in the well, and you're like, haha, have fun in the well, and they just fall to the bottom, they wouldn't float. Because apparently they don't all float down there. And they would drown. His hair is like in wallet money. Anyway, so they drown, so you have to be super careful about where you drop people. You couldn't drop them in places that would cause them to die. And I worry with this new body physics that they added, the 3D kind of like the guy who was kind of twisted around or on his on his back. It looks so painful. Like I have to get that guy.
Mix up in the uniforms.
Oh, his pants are too tight. You know, I feel like that's gonna cause some damage, so I have to like pull them out of those weird twisted areas. Or if you put two people behind a door and you open the door and it squishes them, I'm thinking to myself, are they taking damage? Is that killing them? Is that hurting them? Am I gonna be halfway through my mission and suddenly I'm gonna fail with no way to recover because I broke some guy's spine? Alright, so this is our indicator light. This is our active zone. We click on this and we go into, well, in this case we go into the well, and then that will take us to the next mission. So we're going to start with the pagans because I don't feel like going back to the Hammerites and getting whacked by 2 thugs and a guard. So hopefully that'll clear itself out by the time we come back around. So we're going to get this part done first, and then hopefully we'll make it. We only have like 11 water arrows. No, we could probably go see our fence, sell some of the stuff we got, buy a few more. That might be a good idea. I don't want to kill anything. Pagans notwithstanding.
Hello there.
Pagans notwithstanding, I don't really want to kill anybody if I can help it.
That's for dang darn sure.
Dang darn sure, I like that. Alright. Guy who talks like Fix It Felix. Ooh. Yeah, I love how he turns around and starts just kind of being tipsy in the other direction. He's half patrolling. Hey, I'm gonna be tipsy over here. And, oh wait, I better make sure I'm checking the other way. I'm gonna be tipsy in this direction now. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna grab some more water arrows because there's probably gonna be fire pits or candles or something that we have to put out at a distance. Any payment today? Oh, no payment today. I think that's a one-off. You don't get more than one. But yeah, we're at least going to gear up to the point where we'll have that. And, you know, we can sell all the loot we found and see how much money we get.
Hey, Garrett, how's the thieving going?
Well, it was going good until I realized you don't buy half the stuff I took. Oh, no, well, okay. Yeah, he takes a bit of it. Well, looks like he takes stone and brick.
Did you hear about the quarantine? City Watch ain't telling what it's about, but I got my hunches, that's for sure.
I heard it was zombies, but we're going to sell all that's going to give us 700.
Sure, I got a buyer who'll be interested in this merchandise. Pays top dollar, too.
You're going to sell me out to him as well? I'm out of here. 3,400 G we got. That's a nice little chunk of change. So let's go and see. I believe this gentleman sells water arrows. Do you sell water arrows? Good.
Are we looking for anything special tonight, sir?
Just some water arrows. I own 11.
We hope you find everything you need. With this quarantine, we're cut off from our regular suppliers for a while.
I'm gonna buy 5. I feel like I need to save
Glad
money.
we could be of service.
I don't know why, but I feel like I should save a little bit of money. So I have 16 water arrows. I do not want to buy. I own 4, 11, 8. Okay.
Take your time. Look.
Whoa, that's my shadow. I thought I was standing behind somebody. The noisemaker arrows are actually really good against pagans, but they're not something I use a bunch. I don't like them. As you can see, they didn't really work the way they used to. They used to work by dragging people to a destination. In this case, if a person is tethered or they're stuck to a spot for a specific reason, or they won't move unless they full on detect you, a noisemaker arrow does you no good because it actually doesn't trigger anything. You just make the guy mad and then he stands in that one spot being angry, and so they're not very good for that reason. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into the well and see. Oh, if I can only remember the pagan zone. Anyway, we're gonna get in there and see what we get.
The keepers want me to steal an object from the pagans called the Jacknall's Paw. It's a mummified hand. Charming. But then what should I expect from a strange cult of unpredictable primitives who worship the ancient trickster god? No one's heard much about the pagans lately, but Artemis gave me a tip about this South Quarter neighborhood. and I've heard rumors of break-ins and howling in the night. This tunnel is going the right way. I can smell it. Vegetation and rot. Stealing from the pagans is never easy or smart. They and their creatures don't have any love for me. When I'm done, the keepers better come through on their part of the bargain. I don't like risking my neck for nothing. Severed hands don't pay the rent.
In either direction. Alright, so let's take a look at our difficulty. Yeah, difficulty can be expert, I believe, still, yeah. Normal? No, sir. No, not at all, sir. Expert, yes. I forgot that it changes difficulty, I hope. Well, I'm glad I checked. We want to make sure we do expert. I'm fairly certain that we've done all of the mission. Yeah, because after the first mission. So this is really only the second mission that we're doing, so good to know that I have to do that each time. So, steal at least 90% of the loot in this mission, which is going to suck because pagans are sort of like squirrels. They stuff diamonds and jewels into every crack and crevice they can find, and it's going to be brush and dirt and garbage in the way, and so much like stealing the jewels from behind the gargoyle, we're going to have to mostly guess at what we see. Find at least 3 special loot items in the mission. I don't know if the severed hand counts. I have to assume it does not. Do not kill any non-combatants, which is still annoying, only because, I mean, it gives us full right to knock out or kill any pagans who are attacking us, but I don't want to do that. Opponent sensory acuteness very high, opponent combat ability very high, and number of opponents high. Player damage resistance is very low. So, take a look at our goals. Steal the Jacknell's paw from the pagans. When your other objectives are complete, leave by way of the pagan tunnels. Notes. It would be helpful to have a map of this pagan territory. I don't think anybody was going to sell me a map, and if they were, I didn't see it as special loot. If it was, it might have been on the back shelf. I did take a look at the back shelf when we were buying water arrows, but I only really looked to see if there was a lockpick set, which was funny because I wasn't going to buy it anyway. But I didn't see anything, and even if I had seen something, it probably would have been expensive, and we don't really need a map. I can wander back and forth aimlessly until we find something. That's usually how it works. So let's get in there. Yo, this is a good
What you
beginning.
stop for? Shh, I'm trying to listen. You never know, could be something up ahead. You mean like the silver nuggets you said was down here?
I said I heard there might be silver or gold in some mines, maybe around here. Yeah. But, I heard there might be something else, too.
Like what?
Like, maybe some strange people down here. Like maybe they don't want no visitors, don't want anyone knowing they're here.
Oh, Taffet, Bert, you don't mean you brought us into pagan territory? Pagans? Taffet cripes, I thought I smelled something off. Let's beat it. They find us here.
About that, we can't beat it, 'cause we've lost. But I'm open to suggestions. And, we should try to keep it down, okay?
Well, we ought to send one of us up ahead. Make sure it's all clear.
Well, I ain't going. No tiff-taffing way.
We do eeny meeny for it. Ready? Eeny, meeny, miny. No, never mind. I'll do it. You watch my back. Here I go. All this for some taffin silver nuggets you ain't even sure is here.
Good luck. I'm watching your back. Yell if you see any pagans. Or gold.
I don't think those guys are gonna make it. But on top of that, I like it. Ooh, he bumped that. Look at that. He bumped that crate and it almost fell over. I love how he says that, you know, we can't get out of here. We're lost. I'm just like, dudes. I mean, honestly, if they wouldn't attack me on sight, I'd be like, guys, there's like a ladder right there. Leads right up to the street. There's a city watch patrolling outside, but you know what? He's super easy to avoid. I don't know if I were a thief, or, well, Garrett is a thief, but let's say this, if I were a bandit, I guess would be their closest title. I'd be really happy to be out of pagan territory if there's literally a ladder less than 20 feet from where I was standing.
I told him I work alone. He didn't listen, so I had to show him a thing or
Alright,
two.
so we're in pagan territory, but we're mostly dealing with people. As for now, it has been time, so we're going to go ahead and take a break. But first, I do want to mention that cutscene. I really love that cutscene. That's the kind of art style I really love in the Thief games. I don't know why they went with that pseudo... Well, it's not even pseudo. It is 3D, but the 3D thing with Garrett and Artemis, because that was just horrendous. That did not look appealing at all, but that nice... It almost looks like old school Flash animation, you know, where everything's already like redrawn, or like it's drawn, but it moves on pins, like the elbows move over the top of each other, things like that. I really like that animation style, so I'm glad they at least brought that back, if only for that one cutscene. I don't know about future ones, but I know the intro is kind of like that in that one, so I don't know why they decided to go back and forth between the two. But for now, we're going to go ahead and take a break. So once again, I would like to thank you all very much for joining me for Kill by Short on this Let's Play of Thief, Deadly Shadows, and I will see you guys next video.